Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a report from RxSight, a company that's all about improving vision after cataract surgery. Is their vision clear both literally and figuratively, or are they looking a little blurry around the edges? Let's find out. RxSight just dropped some early financial numbers for the second quarter, and the stock market is curious. We're going to break down what those numbers mean without the confusing jargon. Stay tuned as we decode what's really going on without all the corporate fluff. Before we start, if you appreciate getting straight insights from corporate documents, make sure you're subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below where we discuss various companies and their filings. First off, this report is what's called an 8K filing, which companies use to tell investors about big news. This one is dated July 8, 2025, so it's pretty recent. The main point appears to be that RxSight is releasing some preliminary, unaudited results for the past financial quarter. These are initial numbers, so keep in mind they aren't final official numbers after a full audit. Think of it like a sneak peek, but things could change. RxSight's stock symbol is RXT, and you can find their shares trading on the Nasdaq stock market. The company issued a press release about how they did in the second quarter. Let's dig into that press release, which is attached as Exhibit 99.1. Press releases are a company's way of telling their story, which always warrants further investigation. The good, the bad, and the perhaps slightly exaggerated. There are no financial tables mentioned in the document, but there is a mention of a press release. Unfortunately, without the content of the press release, this document is not very informative as a standalone filing. We can only infer that the press release must contain financials since it involves the results of operations and financial conditions of the RxSight. Let me reiterate. Since this is an 8K filing with a press release that contains financial conditions of the RxSight, let me reiterate. Since this is an 8K filing with a press release that contains financial information, that means financial performance will probably be mentioned, since RxSight is telling investors how the company is doing for the past quarter. This report was signed by Shelley Thunen, who is the co-president and chief financial officer of RxSight. So she's one of the key people in charge of the company's money matters. Now, without the actual press release content, we can't get into the nitty-gritty numbers. But let's think about what this kind of announcement usually entails and its impact. When a company releases preliminary results, it's managing expectations. If the numbers are great, they want to get the good news out fast. Now, if they are not so great, then sometimes companies want to soften the blow to shareholders. Since these numbers are unaudited, it means they haven't been checked by independent accountants yet. It's like giving you the rough draft before the editor cleans it up. Usually the final numbers are close, but there could be some surprises. RxSight is in the business of helping people see better, specifically after cataract surgery. Their main product is the light adjustable lens, which allows doctors to fine-tune a patient's vision after the lens has been implanted. This is a pretty cool technology since it is adjusting the lens after it is already implanted in the eye. The company competes with other advanced lens technologies. How well RxSight does depends on how many eye surgeons adopt their technology and how happy patients are with the results. Now for my take on RxSight. Without the financial figures, it's tough to deliver hard opinions. But their innovative lens technology gives them a serious edge, and the aging population and our increasing reliance on screens is only going to generate more patients for these guys. However, their success depends on a few things. Making sure that doctors promote more adoption of these new lenses is important, and they'll need to defend their market share against competitors. Based on what we know, they need to demonstrate strong continuous financial results to justify their value, especially in a market where healthcare spending is always under scrutiny. Keep an eye on their financials when we get our hands on them to see if their revenue growth is accelerating and if it's resulting in actual profits. Alright, that's our quick look at this RxSight site filing. Keep in mind we're missing the actual numbers, so this is all we're going to comment on it for now. What are your thoughts on RxSight's tech and market position? Is this a stock you would invest in? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was helpful, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more straight to the point corporate decoding. Also, don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.